Greetings, royal family. It's Friday, depending on when you're watching this. What the Friday? Hey, what the Friday? It's Friday. 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 Welcome back to another episode of the WTF show, where I basically just compile some shenanigans, some old, some new, and bring them to your attention so that we can discuss. As you coming in, please hit the like button. That is your entry fee. And make sure you are dropping your comments throughout the broadcast. If you are watching the replay, please hit the like button and also share your comments. Please, no profanity, no obscene terms in the chat. All right, so we got Monique on the list, 50's on the list, Destiny's Child on the list, and also Karen's are on the list as well. So let's get straight into it. First up, Say My Name, Say My Name. Destiny's Child. They become the Recording Industry Association of America, or RIAA for short. They have become the RIAA's most certified girl group of all time. Who would have thunk it? So they updated their certifications for the supergroup. Of course, the Destiny's Child, this version of Destiny's Child, consists of Kelly, Michelle, and Beyonce. So it's long overdue, some people think. And DC3's classics have elevated to platinum or multi-platinum status. Now that's interesting. Years later, wow. So these songs, Lose My Breath, Jumpin', Jumpin', Survivor, Say My Name, they are 3 times platinum. Wow. And that basically means that they represent 3 million sales, to date. Yada, yada. Anyway, this means that Destiny's Child becomes the most certified girl group in RIAA history. Question, is it time for Destiny's Child to give us a reunion album? What are your thoughts? Do you care? Do you think that ship has sailed? I think this would be great for all 3 of the ladies. I know Michelle, she is in the gospel genre, if I'm not mistaken. Beyonce is still, doing her thing. She is coming out with Black is King, her visual album on Disney Plus. Kelly, she's out here making black girl magic music. She had a little situation with her husband / manager, who's no longer her manager. I didn't read up on that tea, but put it in the comments. I know you guys know. Some of you are just as nosy as I am, in a good way. But would you support and like to see a Destiny's Child reunion? Like a tour of sorts? Well, no one can tour right now, right? Because of the pandemic. But I wouldn't be opposed to a virtual performance. I'm here for that. Either way, let me know what you think. All right, let's move this train along. Pop Smoke. I don't know if you guys heard, but his murder investigation has made some sort of headway. So there were 5 people arrested in connection with his killing. And 2 of the 5 men were booked for murder. So police, they revealed that the adult suspects are a 19-year-old, 18-year-old, and a 21-year-old. 2 of the men, they were booked for murder Thursday morning, and 1 of them are facing an attempted murder charge. Their bails are set at $1 million each, and info on the 2 juvenile suspects has not been released, of course, because they're underage. So police say members of an LA street gang were involved in Pop's murder, as well as the murder of an 18-year-old who was killed in a Rose Bowl parking lot in Pasadena on September 14, 2019. So as a result, the LAPD, they're teaming up with Pasadena Police Department on this investigation. So I guess some headway is being made. I know that Pop Smoke's album was released recently. I didn't get a chance to hear anything. Apparently it's doing great. There's a lot of buzz on Twitter. 50 Cent had something to do with it. He's on the lineup today too. Wait till we get to him. But yeah, what's 50 Cent's affiliation with Pop Smoke? Did he just co-sign him because he liked his sound? I know he talked about him before he passed, but does he have some sort of like business dealing with Pop Smoke's album? Also, there was some drama with Pusha T and I think it's Young Thug because Pusha T allegedly dissed Drake on this album. So it's a lot of media surrounding Pop Smoke's album, but the good thing pertaining to Pop Smoke is there is some headway, hopefully, with his recent murder. So let me know what you think. Did you hear his album? Do you like it? Did you like Pop Smoke before he passed? Did you know him? Just share your thoughts. Let me know what you think, and inform me as far as 50 Cent's affiliation with Pop Smoke. Is it a business thing? Is it personal? And also the little, situation going on with the boys, Pusha T, and is it Young Thug? I don't know. Whatever. It's one of them. I'm sure one of you will tell me. All right, let's move it along. Let's move it along. Up next, Monique, Auntie Mo to the. All right, so Monique Said No. I think it was last week I talked about the rumors that Monique and her husband, Sidney Hicks, a.k.a. Daddy, was allegedly joining the Real Housewives of Atlanta. I didn't believe the rumor. I couldn't see it happening. A couple of you commented and said, I don't really see it. I said the only way that I could see it is if Bravo was looking to kind of revamp the entire cast, but I don't believe it. So Monique basically denies the reports that she's replacing NeNe Leakes on Real Housewives of Atlanta. So she's not going to be replacing NeNe. So those of you who don't care for NeNe and wish to see her go or be replaced, Monique is not going to be the one to replace her if she's being replaced. We still don't even know if NeNe is coming back to Housewives, right? Doesn't matter. We'll see it when we see it. We'll find out when we find out. So anyway, the Oscar award winning actress, Miss Monique, that is, briefly addressed the rumors that she's joining the Real Housewives of Atlanta cast, not only denying her involvement in the Bravo reality series, but praising NeNe Leakes' role in the franchise. So I do have audio, and if you want to hear Auntie Monique, like to hear it, here it goes.
Something else I want to share with y'all, because I wasn't going to say not a damn thing, because I knew it was a damn lie.
Oh.
But I keep on going and going and going. Monique, are you doing the Real Housewives of Atlanta and replacing NeNe Leakes? Let it come straight from my mouth.
Tell it, Auntie.
No, my sweet babies, I am not doing the Real Housewives of Atlanta. And in my humble opinion, NeNe Leakes is irreplaceable. NeNe Leakes is the Real Housewives of Atlanta, if you ask me, baby. That's been 13 years. So, no, I am not joining that cast, though I respect all of those sisters. They do what they do. And I am not replacing NeNe Leakes. Y'all know my spirit couldn't take it.
Right.
I couldn't do them confessions, talk about my sisters like that. So, no, my babies, that I don't know where that information came from.
Well, there you have it. Auntie Monique said nope. She is not joining the Real Housewives of Atlanta. That's what she says. She says, no, my sweet babies. It's not happening. Auntie was in the kitchen, okay, making, she said she was making watermelon steak. Interesting. So there you have it. Monique is not joining the Housewives of Atlanta. So, this all started with like speculations that NeNe was fired, and then it came out that Monique would be replacing her with her husband, and her husband was supposed to be in negotiation with Bravo. So she said that's not the case. I do like the fact that she bigged up NeNe. She said NeNe is Real Housewives of Atlanta. She got love for all them sisters, but she said she could not be in those confessionals basically talking about her sweet babies like that. Now, I don't know if you guys heard this, but singer Tamar Braxton was reported to be considered for this slot on Real Housewives of Atlanta, but the same way Monique did, Tamar denied any future involvement with the franchise. Thank God. Yeah, like I said, I talked about this last week, and I didn't think it was going to be true either. All right. Make sure you're dropping your comments, y'all. If you're just entering the room, welcome. All new and returning royal family members. This is the What the Friday show. I usually do this every Friday. Yeah, I was on hiatus for a while, but we're back. So just a couple of topics that I just wanted to throw together and just have a little bit of dialogue, have a little bit of fun in the chat, and talk about. Speaking of funny, this guy again. I talked about him recently when he made comments about being black women not being exotic, or he doesn't like angry black women. Let me not misconstrue his words. He did recently say that he was joking around. He loves black women, which I figured that he would do when he was on Lil Wayne's podcast. But 50 is in the news again because he has been allegedly throwing chairs and tables. So a video was posted online appearing to show 50 allegedly throwing a table at an unidentified man outside a bar in New Jersey. Can y'all please stop going to my home state and causing ruckus? We have enough ruckus there already. Shout out to Jersey. So TMZ was the one that got a hold of this video footage of this incident. And it took place outside of the Spirit Lounge, which is at Edgewater Commons. This was Wednesday night. First of all, Edgewater is a beautiful city. And if you're down there by the waterfront, it's even more beautiful. Anyway, so 50, he was spotted, having drinks with some woman. Didn't say it was his girlfriend. And they were at a table, like the outdoor tables in the little outdoor dining area, right? Prior to this incident. Before the man approached him. So apparently this man was repeatedly antagonizing him and filming him, and 50 lost his temper. So 50 Cent did do a video. I think it was on IG. I'm not playing it. Too much cussing, and I can't find the edited version. And 50 made it seem as though this man was watching him and looking in his phone and typing everything that 50 was saying. I guess everything that 50 was saying to the woman that he was dining with. So 50, he ended up grabbing a table and he launched it in the man's direction. It ended up hitting a Lexus, a parked car. 50, he then picked up a chair and tossed it at the man, who at that point had ripped off his shirt looking for a fight. This man ultimately ended up fleeing the scene, and 50 and his female companion, they also left. They hopped into his white Rolls Royce. Now, TMZ also reports that the man is the same man who approached 50 last year when he was outside of a movie theater fresh off of a date. I remember this. This man approached 50. I don't remember who he was on a date with, but the guy was trying to promote himself. He wanted to be a rapper, and 50 was telling him, nah, this ain't it. This ain't how you go about doing it. So the identity of this man has not been revealed to the public. No arrests were made, and they will not pursue any charges. So I'm saying 50 can be antagonized. The king troll himself can actually be moved to the point where he flings a chair and hurls a table at somebody. King Troll Curtis King Troll Jackson. Probably because he recognized the guy. Like, this is the same dude that tried to approach me outside the movie theater. So maybe he just got irritated and frustrated. Oh, 50, stay out of trouble for Pete's sake. Speaking of trouble, let this be a warning to all you Karens out there. Let me tell you something. There are movers and shakers and lawmakers in San Francisco that say that they are tired of racist 911 calls, and they're proposing the legalization for criminalizing unnecessary emergency calls to authorities based on racial prejudice. So they proposed that legislation criminalize, unnecessary emergency calls to authority based on racial injustice. So you remember this woman, look how she got the dog hemmed up. And do you know they gave this woman back her dog? This is Central Park Karen, right? Remember her? So anyway, Shamal Walton is one of the city's supervisors. He announced Tuesday that he was introducing the Karen Act, spelled Caren. And this acronym is short for Caution Against Racially Exploitative Non-Emergencies. So Walton says racist 911 calls are unacceptable. That's why I'm introducing the Karen Act at today's San Francisco Board of Supervisors meeting. This is what Walton tweeted recently. This is the Karen we need. Again, Karen is spelled Caren. This is genius. So the law would basically hold callers liable for damages no less than $1,000, according to a press release from Walton's office. The announcement comes amid a wave of viral social media videos in recent weeks showing white people calling law enforcement for no legitimate reason on people of color in parks, grocery stores, and other public places. Many of the white people in the videos are women, broadly grouped into a meme, like they lump them together and call them Karens. You guys know about that, right? So in perhaps the most recent notorious example, one May video showed Amy Cooper, that's who's pictured here, abusing this dog. She called the police on a black man who was bird watching in New York City's Central Park, right? That's how she got the name Central Park Karen. So Walton goes on to say that these incidences cause serious harm to the person falsely accused of the crime, cause anxiety and distrust amongst people of color, and put an unnecessary strain on law enforcement officers responding to frivolous and false calls. So this is what he proposed in the legislation. So earlier this week, Cooper, she was charged with a misdemeanor of false reporting. And you guys know, I don't know if you guys know, the man, I don't remember his name, the man that was actually bird watching, he was a black man. He is a black man. The guy involved in this incident says that he's not cooperating with authorities because he feels that Amy Cooper has received enough backlash. What do you guys think about that? Now, granted, he has the right to and also not to cooperate. Is he needed to does this go to court? If this goes to court, is he needed to testify? There's video evidence. You can hear him on record. He's recording. You can hear him talking to her. You can see what she's doing to the dog and the false claims that she's calling 911 for. So does he need to take the stand to testify? But he's not willing to cooperate with authorities. And I know that talking with some of my peers and also reading some comments on social media, a lot of people were frustrated because they said that they stuck up for this man and they were rooting for him and all this other stuff. And he decides not to participate in her conviction, I guess. And they don't feel that this Central Park Karen has been prosecuted to the fullest extent. And the fact that he feels that she's received enough backlash and she's learned her lesson is straight cockamamie BS. So let me know what you guys think. I say I get it. I get both sides. I mean, obviously there's a reason why he doesn't want to cooperate with authorities. And I don't think it's just because he feels that she, quote unquote, has received enough backlash. I'll leave it at that. And then on the other hand, I can understand the people who were going to bat and calling her, getting her information, calling her job. She was fired from her job and, sticking up for him, feeling like, really, we did all of this work for you and you don't even want to contribute to her prosecution or her being prosecuted to the fullest extent. So I get both sides. But again, I don't think that his lack of cooperation is due to the fact that he feels that she got enough. She got what she deserved. I think it's deeper than that. But I'll leave it there. So Royal Family, what I would like you to do is I would like you to get down in the comments and share your thoughts. If you joined the broadcast late, be sure to hit the like button on your way out and then go back and watch the replay. I want to give a warm royal welcome to all of the new Royal Family members. I am recording this now. It's almost midnight here on the East Coast, and we are at 5,225 subscribers last I checked. I know that it has grown since the last post in my community tab. So I want to thank all of you for your subscriptions, your participations, new Royal Family members, my OG A1 Day 1 Royal Family members. I thank you for the views, the comments, the likes, the dislikes, the shares, the clicks, the views, etc., etc. I'm excited because the royal family is growing strong. And those of you who don't know, I've had this channel since 2017, but I did not record my first video until March 2019. So we are a year and a few months in. And just going down memory lane, my first video was about Wendy Williams admitting that she was in a sober house. That was a year ago. That's crazy. Y'all know I love Wendy Williams. Anyway, royal family, I do just want to show my appreciation, my gratitude, let you know I appreciate you. I love you. I don't take any of this for granted. I love what I do, and I love that you guys enjoy me loving what I do. You feel me? I'm just excited. I do have some more content to pump out. I am itching to get to this Jada and Will red table shenanigans. I already have my notes lined up, so let me hurry up. Again, if you're watching the replay, drop your comments, share your thoughts, keep everything respectful as usual. Share the video, I don't mind. So welcome to the new royal family members and all my A1 day ones. Thank you, thank you, thank you for holding it down. And let's continue to show them how it's done over here. Okay. All right, so I am signing off. Hopefully you guys will have a splendid weekend. If you haven't done so, click that subscribe button because I be pumping out videos every day now. It's summertime and I have the time to do so. Make sure your notifications are on because I am coming back with my thoughts on Jada Entanglement Smith and Will Smith's Red Table Talk episode. So I love you, love you, love you. Let me get Karen off this screen. I didn't realize I had her on there that long. Okay. I love you, love you, love you for watching Royal Family. And until next time, peace.